to Starfield with Normal People. My name is Dwayne, and I am joined by my colleague, Michael. Michael, how are you today?
I'm great. I'm great because we've been reading this Game Informer magazine, which is back from the dead. I want to say really quick, we are not sponsored at all.
We should be.
We should
After
be.
That amazing intro that was so well planned out.
We're just fans.
Are you a Borderlands fan, by the way? That's what this is.
I'm not. And
neither am I.
I love this cover. Like,
it's pretty cool. I love how they did both the front and back. Like, and there's not a lot of ads in here, which I absolutely love. I don't think there's a single ad.
And I was shocked. There's like St. Jude's, which they're partnered, right? Yeah. Like, so, they 5%, I believe, portion of all sales of the magazine go towards St. Jude's Hospital, which is just a great
cause.
Such a great cause.
Good on them for doing that.
Yeah.
Just one more reason to subscribe. Again, we are not paid or...
Yeah, we're not. It's just, we're just so excited about this coming out.
There was no Starfield news in this when I was thumbing through it the last 2 days.
Which it's understandable because there's not a lot of Starfield news in general.
Nope.
We do have some Starfield tidbits, though, that are very exciting, and we are going to get to that.
We have scraped the bottom of the internet barrel to find you the latest Starfield news, and we have some.
And I'm not gonna make this all about Game Informer, but I just want to say I took a break yesterday and I started reading. Can I say how refreshing it is to read something that's not written for the internet, as in, whoa, it's like I'm reading gaming journalism of the past, and I mean that in such a good way, because everything that you read on the internet, it's so like
compartmentalized. There's a box of text, and then there's an ad, and then there's a read more button, and it's like I need to scroll down. It's all this.
It's filler. It's filler. It's teasing. It's like read on to and it's like
read more. Yeah, just tell me. Just have an article.
Refreshing. I love it. It's exactly what I was hoping that they would do with the writing. But anyway, this is not Game Informer with normal people. This is Starfield with normal people. But yeah, some exciting stuff. Should we get right into the news, or
I think we should? You know, I was looking for Starfield stuff, and I always like to give a shout out to creations or mods.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of the lifeblood of Starfield now. And we'll get into that a little bit later in the show. But honestly, mods are kind of what keep the game feeling really fresh from week to week. Because every week there's new stuff hitting the mods. There's a lot of new mods. Yeah. And that's the same with Bethesda and a lot of other big games too. Like they live on for years with mods. So if you're a fan of the game, don't feel despair, because it's up to you. It's a single player game, and if you like it, if it's fun, there's more content.
Absolutely.
So I was looking at, I think we talked about it on our sister podcast, Normal People Gaming, about Nexus Mods, Nexus Mods being acquired by, let's see,
Chosen Dark. Chosen Dark One stepped down.
Dark One is the guy that created it. Chosen is the company.
I don't know how to read.
Let me actually let me read what I found out. I mean, my big question was, is Nexus Mods going to be fine? So I went to the website expecting changes. Luckily, it looked exactly like the last time I clicked on it, and there was a little bit of a sigh of relief.
Yeah.
There's so many great mods there, not only for Starfield, but for all the Bethesda games.
Anytime, and we talked about, if you haven't subscribed to Normal People Gaming, that's our sister podcast, please do. We talked about anytime somebody is purchased, a company is purchased, it is always a scary time. Like, what changes are going to be made? Is it going to retain its soul? You know, so far, so good with Nexus Mods.
Yeah, I wanted to find out, first of all, how much he sold it for. And Chosen is It's a company focused on growth and monetization of gaming startups who have not released, and they haven't released the financial details of the purchase. Because I was like, how much did it sell for? I was interested. This guy had spent 24 years.
That's amazing.
Do I have his name here? I think I wrote it down somewhere.
I see Robin Scott.
Robin Scott, that's it. And Dark One is kind of online persona.
24 years. That's a long time.
And he said he stepped down due to long-term stress and burnout. That makes sense. He
I
said
believe
it was affecting his health and the site's management. The sale price of Nexus mods was not publicly disclosed. I'm guessing it was a windfall for Mr. Robin Scott.
Yeah.
Because it's the number one mod website.
It really is.
Yeah.
So, I can imagine it was a nice little retirement package.
Good on that person. And it's another kind of positive thing about being in the gaming space. This guy followed his passion to create an outlet for mods for games that he liked. I think it was Oblivion or Morrowind that he originally started.
Wow. Okay.
And, it took a lot of time and undoubtedly
probably
tons of hard work.
Make a lot of money off the bat, if any. Yeah. I'm imagining
it as a passion project.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So if you're listening to this and you're wanting to start a website just out of a pure passion for a particular game or something like that, I encourage you to do so.
Well, and it just shows that, you're not always going to make money doing something that's a passion project. You might not make any money. But if you are genuine and you love something and you put your best into it, people will show up.
That transparency of being genuine shows through. And
if you build it, they will come. Field of Dreams.
Right.
There you go.
That's right. Let's see. I also wanted to bring up the fact that they had taken a stand against bigotry.
Right.
And it actually had to do with Starfield. There was a mod that came out that was seeking to remove the pronouns.
Right. The pronoun options. Because
of all the mods, it just seems, I don't know.
So I appreciate that they were just like, nah, we're not gonna host that kind of thing.
Well, Nexus Mods had taken a stand against that mod, and that's how we tie it into Starfield, because that was a Starfield.
Yeah, that was a Starfield mod.
There you have it.
Absolutely.
Yep. So good to see the site still up and running and normal. And I actually was looking for interesting Starfield mods while I was there, and I came across a mod, Michael, that was called Dark Side of the Honeymoon.
Okay.
Yeah. And
can I just say I love that it's by someone named Scotty Knows.
Scotty Knows.
That's
the Dark
funny.
Side of the Honeymoon. And I believe in an early episode of this pod, we had talked about, what is it, Pandora, or what's the name of Paradiso?
Right? Oh, Paradiso, yeah.
And I was kind of like, there seems like there's this seedy underbelly storyline just waiting to come out, because it's kind of this perfect little holiday area. And you do have, again, you have the employee section, which is kind of run down over to the side. And there was a little bit of a story there where it was like the employees were walking around complaining about the corporation kind of.
Can I just say, and maybe it's a gaming thing, and so that's fine, but how jaded are we? Like, Starfield illuminated how jaded we are, because how many times did we see something that's like kind of nice and normal in the game, and we're like, they must be hiding a dark secret. There's something going on.
That's like Fallout. It's just Fallout, like putting its imprint on all of us with those same exact storylines.
Yeah.
It's the perfect little town and the perfect little family, and they're eating people.
Yeah, there's definitely cannibalism going on.
That's one of the best
We
stories.
definitely expected that, but I guess Scotty knows what made this a reality. Is this...
Yeah, so this is the mod description. Allegra and her husband Diego came to Paradiso to celebrate their honeymoon, but after a night of celebrating a little too hard, Diego's nowhere to be found. What starts as a search for a missing man quickly spirals into something darker.
I love it.
Yeah, so if you're looking for a little more Paradiso storyline, and
Paradiso's a little too clean for your taste.
I didn't put it here, but there's like 170 new recorded lines.
Wow.
Yeah, there's like 2 new fully custom NPCs in this mod, and then there's a bunch of lines.
Okay.
Check it out.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out. Well, I have to say, mods are not the only way that you'll get to continue loving Starfield. If rumors are to be believed. And Jez Gordon is usually...
Oh, you know this guy because this is the first time I...
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jez Gordon... been around, usually has a lot of good sources.
Kind of like the gossip king of Windows is kind of what in my short amount of research, because he has a website, right?
Yeah, and Jez has been kind of on the inside loop of a lot of gaming news, especially Xbox related, Bethesda related. So, not talking out of his butt, so to speak.
Let's hope not.
But it sounds like, so Jez was on a podcast and basically, this is all post the layoffs. So this is good because anything you hear about before the layoffs, you can kind of go, oh, sure, that was the plan then. But he is saying that since the layoffs, he's heard that, number one, Starfield DLC is still being worked on.
Right. And this was recorded on July 16th, and things are changing very quickly, especially when you have a huge corporation like Microsoft.
Right. Our podcast today is July 16th. Yeah.
Right. And this story, I think, was posted earlier today or yesterday.
Yeah. Like, I think it went live yesterday, and then the stories are, being reported today. So,
but my point is, like, with a big corporation like that, we don't know what's going to happen. We can't really predict. All we know is that they're laying off thousands of people. They're definitely laying off people at ZeniMax. They fully axed the MMO that they were
entire
creating.
MMO.
What was it called, like Blackbird or something like that?
Project Blackbird. Yeah. It was a sci-fi. When we first heard that it was a sci-fi MMO, obviously a lot of Starfield fans, we were thinking it was some online version of Starfield.
Yeah.
Which it
codename Project Starborn.
Yeah. It now appears that it's not, but that's not a reach because they have an online version of Elder Scrolls. They have an online version of Fallout. So it wouldn't be surprising, but apparently it was a whole new thing, whole new IP.
Yeah. There's a new podcast I'm listening to called Business Wars. Have you ever listened to that one?
I haven't listened, but I've heard of it.
Stuff. They're covering the purchase of Twitter by Elon Musk. And it's like a 5 or 6 part episode.
Yeah.
And I'm on episode 4. But the point is that they talk about when he acquires Twitter and just axes like half of the Twitter workforce.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're losing $4 million a day. At that time.
Yeah.
That same thing happens with Microsoft. Like, they're a huge corporation. They don't really care about particular IPs unless it's like a huge money-making IP.
Yeah.
I would think.
Right. And they were like, I mean, I don't know. I'm just making this up.
Sure.
But I can assume you look at what they're doing, you go, do I want all these people working on a new IP that no one's ever heard of? Or should we get working on some Fallout stuff, since Fallout TV show and made a ton of new fans? Like, this TV show made fans of people that have never heard of the game, which I know sounds crazy, but there are normies out there who are not playing Fallout that were like, whoa, this is really cool. This is a great world. Season 2 isn't even out till the end of this year. They've already greenlit season 3. Like, yeah, I can see how Microsoft is like, yeah, you need to be working on Fallout.
Yeah, it's like Hollywood. I mean, if a movie makes money, then a sequel is greenlit.
Yeah.
Because that's the only surefire way to at least hopefully make money.
We've said it. Producers are not artists,
creative types
necessarily. Sometimes that you do have someone that can do both. But they are the money people.
I find it hard to believe that. I don't know how much work was put into Project Blackbird. Assume thousands of man hours with a team, right? Maybe that's been a year So,
but after
we're talking millions of dollars.
But at the end of the day, like it takes
millions
4 to
more.
5 years to, you know what I mean? Like, sure, that's a year of work, but that's nothing in gaming time. It's like you need 3 years to get something playable.
Yeah,
generally,
unless it's crime scene cleaner.
Yeah,
you need 3 days. And pretty good pre-gaming engine.
Yeah,
just kidding. It's fine. It's a good game.
I love that game. It's interesting. The thing is, Bethesda famously, because Todd Howard has his fingerprints all over each project, famously, they will not move on to the next thing until they're pretty much done with this. And we've actually said in the past, I know it's tough to not have your hand in it, but really with something as major as Bethesda and Fallout and Elder Scrolls, why would you not build and have 2 teams working on those games at all times? It sounds like Microsoft is kind of forcing them to do that.
I feel like Oblivion has changed the course of Starfield as well, with the massive success of the remaster.
Right.
Microsoft saw all that money.
Yeah.
And it was relatively easy money. They probably didn't even count on it. Just out of the blue, this company releases the remaster and they make millions in a day.
Yeah.
Now they're like, their eyes rolling into dollar signs. And
it's been rumored for a long time that they were doing Oblivion, which they were, and that next was Fallout 3. I could imagine Microsoft is like, oh, okay, we're doing Fallout 3, and then you're doing Fallout New Vegas, and then it's like we're.
I will buy both of those, by the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, that would be great.
Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be the priority for Bethesda. I think we have to be real about that. Just looking at it from a Microsoft executive standpoint and seeing what is the next moneymaker for ZeniMax and Bethesda. And
can you imagine now? Starfield was exclusive to Xbox and PC. But Starfield was new IP. Not everyone was down with it. But can you freaking imagine what Microsoft must be thinking right now with Elder Scrolls, a proven IP, a beloved IP that may or may not be exclusive. It might be. I don't know.
I think the saving grace for Starfield fans is the game Starfield exists, is working. It's been out for a year and a half. So making the Starborn DLC should be relatively easy.
Right.
And according to Jez, great name, by the way, Jez Gordon. Sounds like a Star Wars character.
It could be, yeah.
Jez Gordon. He claims to have insider knowledge that they're continuing to work.
Yes.
No one is getting axed off of the, he didn't say Starborn team, but that's what I'm speculating.
Starfield. Yeah, basically Starfield DLC continues full steam ahead. This is not related to that podcast episode, but I did want to point out something we've talked about where there was a voice actors strike that I totally forgot that this was happening. There was a strike going on where a lot of major voice actors, including Emily O'Brien, since last October,
they were not allowed to work via their guild.
They could not. And it recently lifted. They've gone back to work. They've been in the booths recording lines. I have to assume that a lot of work was being done on Starfield DLC.
That was frozen because of the strike. Sure.
And then they brought in these actors. Let's go. Let's record lines. So I'm not worried. That's the point.
Yeah.
I ain't worried about Starfield's future.
Okay.
So there you go.
It's not over until we decide it's over.
That's right.
Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? No. It's not over until we decide.
We decide.
Yeah, I mean, it's all speculation. I mean, Jez is not working for ZeniMax. He works for his own website, but
he's got his sources
of that size.
Yeah,
I mean, he definitely gets a lot of tips. I'm sure employees and whatnot, are emailing, or he has relationships with. Who knows? But
yeah. Starfield DLC and Elder Scrolls 6 are both currently full steam ahead.
Yep. Yeah, his actual quote was, Bethesda's core team is still working on Starfield. Starfield's gonna have more DLC from what I've heard. I don't know when. I just heard that at least the Starfield DLC, and this is post layoffs, by the way, hasn't been canceled.
Yeah.
So positive words for Starfield.
Very positive.
Yeah. Now, the follow-up was what?
Well, I'm seeing you posted something here about Microsoft posting an embarrassing AI-generated ad.
Oh, yeah, that was the next thing. But I was going to say there was another quote from Jez that said it could be canceled in the future.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Next quarter, I don't know. But for right now, it's not canceled.
Hey,
so he kind of like backtracked a little bit and said, hey, it could get canceled.
You know, he's being realistic.
Right. Covering his ass. His arse. Sorry.
Yeah. And he's, for sure. Hey, this could always get canceled later. Mm-hmm. For now, it's not. It didn't get canceled in the mass cancellation where they canceled Rare's Everwild, and
unbelievable.
They canceled Perfect Dark, the new Perfect Dark. I mean,
that was a hard to believe headline right there. I was like, really? I did not see that one.
The initiative, a major, like, they brought together all this top talent from all these studios.
Too expensive.
Created a new team that was working for 7 years, and they just said, nope, and it's all gone. Intense.
Imagine working on something for that long and then just poof, it's gone. That'd be heartbreaking. I feel for you.
I feel for I absolutely feel for a lot of people in this industry. But the other part of me is going, man, 7 years? What are you doing?
Right.
It's a first person shooter. You can't. And I don't know anything about game development other than making my own levels in Time Splitters 2 a long time ago.
That was a great game.
Love that game. Bring that back.
Right.
Whatever. It's so, but there are parts of me that I just go, yeah, top talent for 7 years. I don't know what you're doing.
That's a pricey, that's a hefty price tag.
Yeah.
Yeah. I found the ad that you spoke about and I put it in our notes. Looking at it, do you see anything weird?
Yes, I see something weird, but okay, yeah, the screen, and I'll pop this up on the video so you can see this right now.
Well, what's the headline?
So it says Xbox Graphics is hiring.
Yeah, this is a post that the official Xbox account posted on their Twitter.
Yeah,
by the way, on their X,
and it's clearly like an AI drawing of someone working on a computer.
Got like 8 fingers. How can you tell?
Yeah.
One hand has 4 very slim fingers and the other hand is weird looking.
And then her computer screen is clearly showing an image on the back of the monitor. Mm-hmm. Now, my first question is, what was the reaction from people? Because I see this and I go, oh, this is clearly intentional. Because to me, this says, ha ha, AI got this wrong. We are hiring graphic designers.
Interesting. I love it. You're a glasses half full guy. You saw the positive.
Yeah.
I never would have thought that in a million years.
Okay. Yeah. And
you could be right. I doubt it, but you could be. I mean, you might be onto something.
See,
this
me,
is a terrible ad. Like the way that.
Yeah.
And let me describe it. It's basically a green background. We've got a young person with earbuds in. She's also wearing green. They're also wearing green. They're looking intently at a generic like
little
monitor. Yeah. But then there's text on because the monitor is facing the camera, the backside of it, and yet there's screen text on the back of the monitor.
Yeah.
But the way that, I mean, the Xbox logo is off center, like the graphic image just kind of ends prematurely with no nice transition. It's horrible overall. So maybe you're right.
No, like I 100% think that this is intentional.
Okay.
I believe it is a dig.
Okay, I got the ringer though.
Okay.
They deleted it from their LinkedIn. So why would they delete it if I had to go find this on the internet? Like, because the original article that I found said, here it is on their LinkedIn. And I clicked it and it was like, this post has been removed.
See, that throws a wrench into my idea because I saw this and I went, oh, this is genius. It's genius.
They should put it back up. I love
because the whole idea to me is like, haha, AI can't always do it right. We need people. So we're hiring. And so here's where, okay, if I still wanted to believe that this was intentional, oh man, I hate that they deleted it because I could see them going, people didn't get it. Like if it was intentional, I see people going, man, we got a bunch of backlash off of this. But that's where I start to think that you might be right, that it wasn't intentional. It's a terrible AI slop image that they posted.
I thought it was funny because they fired thousands and thousands of employees.
Yeah.
And then they posted this.
Right.
So it was just like,
it's not a good look. Yeah.
And it was a terrible AI generated ad.
It's bad / perfect timing.
That's what you get for firing all your employees. But
man,
and this is the future. This is inevitable.
Sadly, AI is, it came out. It was very impressive. Now we see the cracks. It's going to get better. They're going to keep improving it.
I was going to ask you, should we take a vow and say that we'll never AI this show? We could make this.
Sadly, yeah. Like even early on, I remember seeing this video creator, and I don't know if it was BS or not, but I remember they made a video talking about the new AI stuff. And then at the end, they're like, oh, by the way, this is all AI. He AI'd himself.
Right.
And
it felt great.
I mean, that would be a good vow to take, that our podcast will never be AI. That's insanity.
You want to grab a knife and
a blood pact? We're going to make a blood pact. Or you saw it here first.
I think we should clarify, like, we won't produce the entire thing in AI because maybe we'll want to do something. I don't know.
Here's the thing. Like most people, we are constantly looking at AI tools. We've used, here's the thing. Like we talked about how, like, I use DaVinci to edit the episode, and they have an AI sound processor that all it does is take a look at your sound and it saves me time. And it
analyzes every word and sees if you say anything bad about AI.
Yeah, if you say anything bad about Grok, it removes it. I don't find that.
Please refer to him as Mecha Hitler in his own words, not mine.
In his own words. That's what he prefers. That's not too egregious. If we say anything against the AI overlords, it will remove that.
I just feel like, we opened with Game Informer, which is kind of the antithesis of AI.
Right. Yeah.
Is it not? I mean, and I was speculating whether or not they would come out and say specifically that they are not going to use AI to generate articles, but they haven't so far.
They haven't. So. And that's the thing is, like, it's tough to say, like, you can't ever say we will use no AI in the creation of whatever, because AI is seeping into every little thing that we do.
Well, it's like when the typewriter was invented, and prior to that, they're handwriting everything, and then one guy was over in the corner, clack, 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 like typing, and how dare, I'll never use a typewriter, but you can't
auto-correcting your spelling and your grammar and the little squiggly red line. That's a form of AI that we've been using for a long time. But no, we're never going to do the horrible cash grab of having AI write an episode, produce our voices, like where you just generate stuff.
You'll know it when it's too good. You'll be like, this is AI.
When suddenly the quality improves, then you can know.
It'll be too slick. You're going to know right away.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I think, we've already jumped into our main topic, which is, will Microsoft, in all these layoffs, will they axe the next Starfield DLC?
Yeah, I think the answer is no. I think
you think the answer is no. I think it's a real possibility. I'd hate to see it because, of course, I want official content.
Yeah.
We talked about Jez Gordon, star pilot for the Rebel Alliance.
It sounds like Flash Gordon.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
It is. Jez. It's not a real name. Is that short for something?
Jezebel is what came to mind, which I doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry,
Jez. If you're listening to this, reach out. Let us know. But to follow up with that, I would say, as we said at the beginning of the episode, there's a real possibility it could be canceled. But the longevity of Starfield it's inside you. It's going to be the fans. It's people like us that are carrying the torch for a game that we love, and mods will carry it.
Mods will carry it. They're, especially when modders can actually make money off of mods in the Creation Club. It's gonna keep going. Some amazing mods continue to hit
Really
Starfield.
Want to see weapons mods. I haven't looked, but I want to see exotic, alien, weird weapons. So I probably need to look for that. Leave a comment if you know of a cool one I should try.
Yeah, please link us a cool weapon mod that.
Ironically, I'm a full melee build.
yeah. Well, that could change it.
Yeah, I actually found a really awesome knife. On the first hit, it takes half damage. It takes literally half of the enemy's damage. So it can hit for like 5,000 hit points on a single hit. It's amazing because I have a 10-time multiplier on stealth.
Wow.
So I just like stealth up to anything and like use that weapon, and 2 more hits after that, they're gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
I see also what you had written in our notes, which is that whatever DLC plans they have after this next one could be in jeopardy. And that's not Doom saying, like, I'm not being like, oh, Doom, like, game is dead. Mm-hmm. But absolutely, they're just going to be careful. They're going to see how this next one plays out.
Mm-hmm. Just saw a brand new video that was a negative headline. It was like, why Starfield is dead, and it had like 200,000 views. I started to watch it. It was well made. I really didn't get more than 4 or 5 minutes, if that, into it, and I was just like, this is kind of the same thing that we've seen since the beginning of since the game got released. It's the same exact video by a different YouTuber. It's the same idea. I was like,
it's just the sad. This is why I was excited for Game Informer. Mm-hmm. It's the sad reality of the internet that hating on things and rage baiting, but not just rage baiting, but like, just people are unified in their hatred of another fandom. And for some reason, that's what gets clicks. And so you want to talk about AI, like we've talked about, there are YouTube tools that you can use, and we're actually currently not using it. But
what tools are those? The
tools are the ones that will tell you, oh, this video of yours got a lot of clicks. You should make more videos like that.
Yeah.
And so sadly, it's a business, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like these YouTubers, if they get a lot of clicks, they get, and that's the thing is like, guys, if you are a fan of Starfield and you see these videos, I'm not telling you how to live your life. If you want to watch them, go ahead. Like, I don't care. But
does care.
I'm just saying, like, you give them that watch time, you're helping that content.
Mm-hmm. It's all your fault, basically, is what we're saying.
Basically your fault.
I did feel a modicum of guilt when I clicked on that video. And I was like, I gave him a click. I really didn't want to, but I was like, it seemed more academic. So I'll give the academic videos more of a chance than I will like the outright rage baiting.
Oh,
videos.
yeah.
So I was like, maybe. And then I just kind of got bored with it. And I was like, all right, I'm out.
Well, and here's the thing. And my intention is not to make anyone feel guilty for clicking these, not you or any of our viewers, because whatever. If you didn't click on it, someone else will. If you're entertained by it,
so be it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, do what you want. But I will say this. Nowadays, like in the past, just giving them a click would help them a lot. Not the case anymore. Mm-hmm. It's really watch time. So if you clicked in just to check a couple things and then you dipped out, that actually hurts their video. So, if you want to do that, go for it.
There you have it, people. Sabotage.
But it's whatever.
Well, let us know in the comments what you think about Microsoft, whether or not you think that the next DLC is going to happen.
Yeah.
We would love for it to. Don't get us wrong, but leave a comment there in our notes or in our on our YouTube channel.
On our YouTube channel, and also Spotify comments as well.
Yep.
I actually neglected to read a few Spotify comments, so thank you for leaving those, and we'll get to those for sure.
Yeah. Well, we should read some of our comments about our last Starfield video, which was, should Bethesda use AI voices in future games?
Yeah.
We got a ton of comments on this. It was definitely a hot point.
That was a hot button issue.
Hot button. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to start us? Yeah. I'm going to open Spotify while you kick us off with the first one.
The Magic Mind transitions, Chef's Kiss.
I'm glad too. I'm glad too because that type of thing always makes me nervous.
Right.
We're at a point where we basically do this for the fandom. Mm-hmm. We're not making a ton of money. We absolutely appreciate our Patreon supporters because it does help. Mm-hmm. But we're not living off of this. Not yet. And so, when we get a sponsor, it's exciting, but at the same time, like I always feel a little bit of a sellout.
We've said no. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
We've said no several times. And the MLMs just don't even reach out.
Yeah. Don't even. Yeah. But anyway, so I appreciate that people liked, how we incorporated it, or at least that one commentator did.
Yep. We've got a comment from Sweet Pea Plays, and they said, I agree about Galactic Harvest and Darkstar. Also want to add Bedlam and Xenomaster. These are practically like a DLC of Starfield. It also perfectly makes it more and more of a Bethesda game. Galactic Harvest hits my cozy game cravings for when I'm tired and don't want to get beat on endlessly. I farm, I hunt Xenos for my zoo, I harvest and make amazing, read more food, etc. So thanks for that comment, Sweet Pea Plays. Yeah,
you want to talk about some great mods. Those are amazing mods that build on the world of Starfield without, like, it's not really changing it, just builds on what's there.
Right. Kind of like the Honeymoon mod. Like, that's still... The core Starfield game is exactly the same. It just adds new NPCs and a story.
I actually find this funny in our episode about AI voices, because we saw a lot of people are like, no AI.
Right.
I saw Happy Bushman left a comment on Spotify saying, "Bring on the AI. Can't wait. AI plus VR. I'm done."
Okay.
Now, I get it, because what we talked about is the idea that with AI and VR, you would be
It's a really good combo.
Fully immersed, and you would never come out of your room, and you might not eat. And it's going places.
It's going there quickly.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think, was it Alien Isolation? Are they using an fully AI powered xenomorph? Or I heard something about that.
Ooh,
yeah,
maybe like in their sequel. That could be interesting. I know that they toyed with, I want to say with the Xbox Kinect 2 on the Xbox One. They had an option where the xenomorph could hear, like, actually in your room. So I get, in theory, that's cool, because like you'd be hiding in the darkness, you'd see the xenomorph down the hallway, and then maybe in real life you would sneeze and it would hear you. That's a great idea, but most people have other people in their homes, so it's like anyone closes the door or whatever, like it's coming after you. So
right.
Very interested to see, like, I like that they experiment. So I'm very curious to see what they're going to do there.
Aguina left a comment, said, I'm a fan of I Am Krusty, who is a hilarious role player. Are you familiar with I Am Krusty?
I don't think so.
Okay. Especially Skyrim VR, and he had a mod where his follower was AI and would conversate with him. It was pretty basic, but what a cool concept. It could be really immersive to have in real-time conversations with an AI in a single-player game. I think the main story and scripted quests would still need regular voice actors. Yeah, I agree with that.
That's kind of, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Get that companion, the one special one that is the AI companion, and that could be super fun.
On our podcast episode a while ago, it was entitled Starfield, Proof of Bethesda's Glow Up. Mm-hmm. Steve Smith said, congratulations, you are now the premier Starfield podcast. First off, thank you. I appreciate that. Number two, what do you mean? Did it all? Because I don't think we're the last one. I'm pretty sure Lorecast is still going.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I would love, yeah, I would love if maybe it's just in Steve Smith's world, that maybe it's just their preference, his preference. We're there.
I think it must be. I know 2 Steve Smiths, so maybe it's one of those Steves.
I definitely know one, and this is not it. So maybe now I officially know 2.
There you go.
Winged Walker, man, this sounds so familiar. So I don't know if we've shouted this out before, but Winged Walker said, woo, I've never been normal, but I still love your pod.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, jump into our Discord, because we got a whole lot of normal people.
You'll be assimilated then. I was going to ask you, can we add connections? Because I know we're playing Wordle in Discord. Is that a thing? Like, can we add that also? Because I want to try that.
Add
connections. It's another New York Times.
We'll look for it, because guys, join our Discord.
We have a little happy competition going on with Wordle.
We've got a Wordle leaderboard going on. I'm apparently the only one obsessed with a game called Battle Tabs, which is like basically Battleship. And I play it all the time in our.
Is that in there?
Yeah, that's in there.
I didn't see that. Okay.
Because it only pops up if I play it from the thing.
From within Discord.
From within our Discord,
right.
Yeah. But I'll pop it in there. We'll look for that one. But it's fun. If you've never used Discord before, I know it's intimidating. Like, we've had a lot of people say, like, oh, I've never used Discord before, but I jumped in because that's where the normal people are. And we just have a great group, and we're chatting all the time about gaming and Starfield and many other games as well.
Right. Yep.
But yes, pop in there.
We've got a nice comment from Wicked Gaming, and they've commented before. I recognize that name.
Yeah, Wicked Gaming. Who they're the do they test mods or do they make mods? But I'll let you.
Here's what they say. As an author, novels, whose wife is an editor and managed a narration company. No, in response to should Bethesda AI.
Should they use AI voices? Yeah.
Even putting aside the ethical "they took our jobs" argument, AI can't deliver emotion in the right way in the right context for the right scene.
It really can't.
There's an artistry behind good voice acting that delves into acting skills in general. It's not just about having a good voice. Oh yeah, that's absolutely true.
Totally
they go on to say further, AI is a program. I'm a software developer by trade, and I've dabbled with AI scripting on rare occasion. The flaw with AI is that it only knows what it has learned, and it learns by collecting data from human-generated sources, meaning all the popular AI out there were trained by letting them scrape our creations for data points and samples. It could use to generate its own... and samples it could use to generate its own creative works. I've actually witnessed AI spitting out chunks of a human's novel and calling it a new work. Yeah, absolutely. It needs to be adjusted so that it's not stealing and piecing together. I mean, that's kind of how it works, though.
Can I just say to that point, it's always going to be stealing. And I think that the AI, the people that own these companies, I think they know that there's a change coming.
Yeah. One has already been sued for...
Yep. They're being sued by Disney. And here's my other piece of evidence for that. A new app from Adobe, who they make Photoshop and,
Acrobat
Live. Yeah. PDF.
Remember Acrobat?
They are notorious for charging monthly subscription. It's so expensive to keep Premiere going. Right now, I use DaVinci to edit videos, and I do use Adobe Photoshop and Lightroom for photography. They love to charge people, right? Mm-hmm. They put out a free app in beta called, what is it? It's like a photo app, editing app, and it's got some AI tools and all this stuff. Anyway, a friend of mine actually looked at the terms and conditions of this new app, plugged it into ChatGPT, and said, "Can you find anything, egregious, any issues, anything egregious, anything worrisome in here?" And the frickin' AI of ChatGPT pointed out that anything, when you give photo access to this app, it has the right to access your photos
indefinitely for all its AI needs and wants.
It will
so train. You're giving permission. That's why it's free. Nothing's free, by the way.
Nothing's free. So this reminds me. This reminds me of all the BS that happened with Facebook over the many, many years of Facebook saying, "Oh, we're going to use this and we're going to use this." Like, anytime something is free, you are the product. Your data is the product. Mm-hmm. And they know that they are soon going to
monetize it.
Like they're not going to be able to train their AI off of
stuff they scrape,
like the IPs and stuff that's protected. And they're going to, I swear, everything that you use that's free, check the terms and conditions. They're going to be training their AI off of your stuff and your projects. So that's something to worry about. Not worry, don't stress about it, but just watch out for it. Because
I want you to read every word of the terms and conditions. Stop scrolling to the end and hitting accept without reading it.
I thought it was funny,
not like you can understand it. So what are we really, you have to copy it and paste it in
you have to be a lawyer. And it's like, I just thought it was funny. I was like, wow, it's like the Thanos meme. I use the stones to destroy the stones. I was like, you use the AI to find the AI BS.
I wanted to finish Wicked Gaming's comment. They said, what we have today isn't true AI. It's algorithms spitting out reductive data collected through scraping our creative works for source material. There's nothing ethical about using this to supplement human creativity, as at its core, it's all theft. We just haven't adapted our laws to accommodate this style of theft.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
It's sad but true.
I'm always, if AI can help me with certain things in an ethical way, like we talked about, I want to use AI to help me make a schedule, and do this kind of stuff.
Cook me some eggs and bake some cookies. That's what I want AI for.
And here's the thing. Sadly, I have to admit that is theft too, because it helping me with building a schedule is all going to be based off of something it read somewhere else, of someone coming up with this idea for building a schedule. So again, I'm not trying to guilt anyone out of using AI for anything, because I am experimenting with it, but let's be honest. Now you have two things
to feel guilty about.
Yeah.
Clicking on rage bait YouTube videos, and then secondly, just using AI in general.
Yeah. I just think it's important to be honest. I think it's important to be on, like, back in the piracy days, there were all these people. I wasn't even.
It was surprising. You had friends and family that would just be like, yeah, I have 20 million songs. And you're like,
well, and it's funny
cringe,
because
you stole all that. I had a friend who was like, yeah, dude, I'll give you a thumb drive and it has all these movies on it. And I was a film student at the time. And I was just like, yeah, that's stealing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, not to be all goody two shoes. I've done my fair share of piracy.
Yeah, exactly.
But there came a point in my life when I was just like, if I want to live by these ideals that I hold true, then I need to live by them. I need to act on them or not act on this kind of thing. So I think the AI debate, it's ongoing.
Let's be honest with ourselves. Mm-hmm. I've done my fair share of piracy in the past. Mm-hmm. And
what did you steal and when exactly? Remember when the FCC cracked down on Billy from Ohio, and they showed up at his door and he owed $62,000, and it was the FIA or was the music company?
Yeah, it was. I'll just say, as soon as I found out, they're cracking down, I was out.
Delete. Format C/Y.
Yeah. But my point is, let's just be honest about what AI is and what pirating is, because I remember seeing people making the arguments for piracy, and they're like, well, I do it because of corporations, and I go, no, look, you wanted something, you didn't want to pay for it. It's fine. I did it too. Mm-hmm. Just be honest.
At least be real about it. Yeah.
Let's just be honest.
Stop with the justifications. And
I love when it's like, I'm fighting a cause against blank. No, just stop.
You're a good person for stealing Metallica.
Yeah. But AI is, it's all theft. It's all theft. And,
well, I am too old to use it, so I'm better than all the people that are currently using it.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I wanted to read this one real quick. It says, this is from Die Electrohexe. For God's sake, no. Please, no AI voices in any game at all.
That made me laugh.
What are the replies to that? I got to see these replies. Okay.
I saw someone... I saw someone saying that they're pro AI. Stone Shuey. I love how no one has really cared about tech replacing humans in every industry you can imagine until ... it hit Hollywood. F them. If you are not using someone famous's voice or imagery, then turn the AI loose. Well, we already made points against that.
Yeah, there was a lot of responses to that too.
I'll just say, first off, and no disrespect, thank you for listening to the podcast. Mm-hmm. I disagree with your first premise, saying I love that no one has really cared about tech replacing humans in every industry until Hollywood. No, people have cared quite a bit about every industry for years and years and years, and I see lots of talk about how it's impacting every single industry.
Started with your grandpa in the Ford truck factory when he was spray painting the side of an F-150, and then the robots came.
There's places in the United States where you can't pump your own gas because people were worried.
Oregon. It's so stupid.
Because
imagine rolling into a gas station and be like, you gotta wait for.
If you're not from there and you drive in there, you're like, whoa, what?
Don't touch it. Some guy runs up to you. What are you doing? Are you crazy? You're pumping your own gas. What's wrong with you?
It's like being on a movie set and you go to move a chair and someone's like, no, that's a union job. No, people are worried. Like, people do pass legislation that says you can't pump your own gas because that's a job. They protected that job. It seems silly to us, but they made that decision.
Think about just government in general, about how inefficient it is, and that there's physical paperwork that's being filed right now as we speak. And because bureaucrats did not want to streamline that, there was no reason. It was like, why get rid of these good paying government jobs to bring a computer in when we can file stuff manually and take your job?
Yeah. And I want to say just one other thing, and this is just me speaking directly to Stone Shuey. If I can just change your mind about one thing, is that you said, as long as they're not using someone famous's voice, and I get what they're saying, as long as they're not, it's caught, infringing on that person's rights. I actually think you have it a little backwards, because we often look at Hollywood and we go, oh, the elite, the wealthy elite. And that is true for the biggest stars. There's a lot of people in Hollywood, whenever you're watching a TV show and you go, oh, that guy, oh, I've seen that lady in something else. Or
working actors, they like to call them.
They are working actors.
They're not famous, but they're in a lot of stuff. They make their living doing that. These
are people that I don't want to say just barely make a living, but
certainly they're not living the high life.
They're not making millions and millions and millions. These are people that if they have to have something booked next week and the week after, they have to keep doing these jobs. So those people, the ones that are not the elite, they're the ones that are going to get replaced by AI first. So let AI loose on Hollywood as this revenge against the wealthy elite. Unfortunately, the wealthy elite will be fine. It's going to be there's a lot of little people in Hollywood eking out a living doing these jobs. It's going to
hurt the little people first.
It absolutely will.
Yeah, and then the big players who are on their jet and just landed in Jackson Hole for the skiing weekend are not going to really feel that. I did want to read off Goal-Oriented Lifting, great username, by the way.
Yeah.
His response to Stone Shuey. It's a big issue in art and coding and constantly talked about because it makes issues in both. New coders turns out to be really bad coders because of their reliance on AI. That's interesting. I saw a meme. This is a old person thing to do, is to explain a meme to somebody, right? But
yeah,
it was your doctor, the current doctors in college are turning in papers that are done through AI or whatever, right? Yeah. They're not truly learning the source material. That's what this goal-oriented lifting talks about. We actually talked about the RTX card. They said
that's the alarm for check Starfield Creation Club for new mods.
That's right. Let's finish this comment and then we'll wrap it up. But basically he said, you remember how the RTX had that frame drop issue? I guess that it turns out that was an AI coding thing. Someone had tried to do a shortcut.
Wow.
And it caused this huge debacle with it.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because RTXs all those cars are powering AI. Like AI are using NVIDIA chipsets. So it's just weird that kind of
it's like
it's eating itself.
Maybe
in a way.
It's an Ouroboros situation.
What? A who?
Yeah.
Aurora Borealis?
It's from Resident Evil 5. No, the Ouroboros is the snake eating its own tail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that Latin?
No. I don't know.
No, because
chime in, hit us with a comment if you can tell us. I'm not going to Google it, and I'm not going to ask ChatGPT.
Thank you.
if you can tell us the where Ouroboros came from, the origin, I'm not even going to look. I'm going to rely on our listeners.
I love it. Do you want to read one final comment and wrap it up?
Final comment?
I have to read this. Bubble on your rising.
I was going to say bubble on. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah. Bubble on is what? Babylonia rising. Babylonia rising.
Oh, Babylonia.
Yeah.
Like Babylonia.
If it's a kingdom of, where like there's lots of bubbles and they should rise.
What was that game? Bubble Bop? Super Bubbles?
Bubble Bobble. There was Bubble Bobble.
Yeah. And there's Super Bust a Move.
There was Bust a Move. Yeah.
That's
Super
a great
Bust
game,
Move.
by the way.
Man. I don't know about you guys, but that was an arcade game in an old pizza parlor that turned into an ice cream place called Goodrich.
When you get super wealthy, you should rebuild that pizza parlor like in your basement and be like,
can we bring back the freaking like the 90s Pizza Hut where it was like they had a buffet of like pasta and stuff, and then the pizza came to they had the red textured plastic glasses.
You can still find those like in small towns all across America. That and a Dairy Queen.
You know what? I would travel to
just for
eat
pizza. That
like
deep dish.
That would be a vacation for me, just to have Pizza Hut the way it was in the olden days. So we're gonna look at
the summer reading program. Did you ever do the summer reading?
Yes.
Yeah. We all did that. Book it. Yes.
Yeah. You get the pin, and it was sort of holographic. You would turn. Yeah.
Nostalgia.
Lenticular. I'm great with the words today. So Babylonia Rising says, I'm robophobic IRL. I already feel buried in electronic noise on a daily basis. That is a great concept too. That's electronic noise. It's just awful. Yeah. Just take some time to read a book or a magazine. Yep. Babylonia Rising continues. I am extremely sensitive to AI voices and can pick them out by their breathing pattern, intonation, and pronunciation. Oh, I believe that.
Especially on TikTok. You get like the same 5 that are used over and over, and I'm just like, no.
Yep.
Nope.
So, Babylonia says, in the same way some people are bothered by organic mouth noises, I'm not. I loathe beeps, boops, whistles, chimes, alerts, alarms, and other techno noise pollution. Let me be the first to apologize for Dwayne's alarm that just went off on his phone.
Misophonia.
Yeah, my wife has misophonia. Yeah. I won't pay, Babylonia says, I won't pay for or participate in a system that gives those jobs to AI as well.
Thank God that we don't live in the 90s anymore with the car alarm. That was that same Viper car alarm that had like the 8 different tones and it would just repeat.
It's just,
I'm so glad that went the way. You still hear it in like Europe videos, like Russia especially.
Right.
Like if you're watching some TikTok video about Russia, you'll hear like that 90s Viper alarm. Sorry, keep going.
They say your mileage may vary, obviously, but as a modder, as a modder, mod supporter, and mod enthusiast of BGS games,
nice.
Widespread use of this technology in my load order is a hard pass.
All right. After these comments, I'm kind of leaning more toward being what do you call it? Robophobic.
Yeah. I just, man, it's such a Pandora's box, isn't it? It's been opened.
It's like cocaine once you get a sniff. I've never tried it. I don't know. Dwayne? Honestly, I've never.
Tell me.
I'm gonna try it. No. Then I'm older and wiser, and I feel like I'm in a safe space. So only where legal though. Nowhere. So
it's funny because I've never smoked.
Like a cigarette?
Yeah, not like a cigarette. Smoked other things. Yeah, crack.
Yeah.
That I've smoked crack, but that's where I draw the line. Yeah. But
that's a debate for another podcast.
No, but I've said before, I was just like, I don't know if I'm like 80, then not crack. I'm not talking about crack. Yeah. But I was like, I might
if I'm having chronic
smoking
pain,
cigarettes or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Everything in moderation.
It's like
sort of.
It's like whatever, you know.
Never do heroin, people. Never do heroin.
Never heroin.
And meth.
Well, that's
those are bad.
When I'm 90, see, I have my milestones.
I'm coming to this 90th birthday party. I hope I live long enough. It's gonna be rad, dude.
It's gonna be pretty amazing.
All right, we got to get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here. But I do want to thank our Patreon subscribers so much. This is. I'm going to thank them all because we've got Baxter the Dog, Shell Shock, Deep, Substrate, Foliated, Calkite. That's one name, by the way. Awesome. Sasha, Silent Crisis, Bergenstock, Pete, Hound of Space, Dingo Dan, The Dragon Reborn, Darren, Mel Archivals, Malcolm, Ajora Grayscale, Lycos, Peter, Kittlehara, Baldfi, Agrivar, Gilly Bum Sparkle, I love that one. Hicks, Illness, Todd, not the Todd, but a wonderful Todd nonetheless. Chance, Shenanigans, Lucas, Cherry Bomb RN, Ben Price, Olivier, and Ziegler Rocks. Thank you so much.
You guys rock.
Y'all rock. But thank you for listening. And
come do virtual cocaine with us.
Come do the virtual cocaine.
Are we gonna get flagged for that?
I don't know. We'll find out if we get flagged. Thanks for everyone who listens on Spotify, Apple, and thanks for those watching on YouTube. All links are provided in the show notes below.
Yep. And I close my notes, but I think what we want you to do is to like and subscribe and hit the notification icon, and also give us 5 stars on your favorite podcast app.
Dwayne, you are absolutely correct. Thanks for exploring Starfield with us, and make sure you subscribe because we will be back for more.
See ya.